And with that said, the massive warehouse fire at Boyle Heights has been burning now into its 6th day, putting residents in the area on high alert as they wonder if it's safe to breathe in the air.
LA Mayor Karen Bass giving an update in the last half hour as people line up to get air purifiers. And CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers, we want to check back in with you about this story since, you've been covering it since it started and you've got the latest for us.
Yeah, Amy and Juan, kind of hard to believe that we are still here, day 6 of this firefight at the Lineage warehouse in Boyle Heights. Some important clarifications we want to make. We've gotten a lot of information about the operations of that warehouse and that solar panel that was on the roof that started all of this. We'll talk about that while we show you some of the video here from SkyCal as the firefight has continued. Now, the warehouse, Lineage, which is the food company that is inside of the warehouse, they lease that building. They are not the owners of the warehouse itself. The warehouse is owned by a different company, which is a Chill Build Los Angeles is the name of that company. That company leased out the roof to yet another company to install and operate those solar panels. That company is a subsidiary of Altus Power. Altus Power hired a company called CBRE to come in and do the work on those solar arrays. And according to Lineage, that is when the fire started. When that contractor, CBRE, was doing work for Altus Power on those solar arrays last week, that is what sparked the fire. We just learned that information. We do have emails out to both of those companies to get their thoughts, their statements on this now very massive warehouse that has continued to burn. We know from the press conference today that there is significant challenges with fighting a fire like this, including the fact that the walls are made up of foam, and trying to puncture the foam to get in there and get water directly on the seat of the fire has proved challenging. That's why we've been using these very large-scale water-dropping helicopters. Meanwhile, the impact to the community still significant this afternoon. I want to show you some video of some lines we got. This is at a church nearby in Boyle Heights. That line of people is there to get air purifiers. I can tell you, I was actually in the East LA area on Saturday night. The smoke is intense. The smell is intense out there. And air quality experts have been urging people to stay inside if you smell it, monitor the air quality index, and keep air purifiers if you've got them. This church handing them out. Now, today at the press conference, they said things are starting to look better. They're getting a bit more of a hand on the fire. The fire activity is decreasing now that they're using some of these specialized operations, including those very large Chinook helicopters that we usually see out on wildfires. They have infused the water with a gel-like substance that the fire chief says is designed to puncture the roof of the building to allow fire crews to get ladder pipes up there and shoot directly into the seat of the fire. So it appears some of those operations have still been working. Meanwhile, people in the Boyle Heights and surrounding communities are dealing with this really tough air quality issue, and that was a topic of the conversation today at that press conference.
If you go out and it bothers you, go back inside. If you have to be out, put on a mask in order to reduce your risk of exposure to whatever's in the air in terms of these particles. Now, people should continue to follow Air Quality Management District advisories. As we've seen over the course of this time, they've changed. And right now, in some areas that were unhealthy yesterday, they're good or they're moderate. And in other areas, they're still very unhealthy. So you really have to pay attention to where you are.
This has had such an impact on so many people's lives and their daily operations, including schools and communities. Lots of resource operations have been stood up to try to offer some support to those people dealing with this. And CBS LA's Joy Benedict has been in the neighborhoods talking to those people throughout the day.
A smoky haze blankets the streets of East LA and Boyle Heights for the 6th day.
If we need the purifier because he has asthma.
But for the first time, county and community organizations were going door to door.
Gracias.
I feel like all of us are getting affected badly. Like sometimes our eyes will be tearing up, our throats.
Juan Martinez lives 2 blocks from the Lineage cold storage facility that has been burning since Wednesday. Supervisor Hilda Solis's office dropped off an air purifier.
We cannot be breathing this, for 6 days already. It's just bad.
Have you thought about leaving?
We can't. we can't. No, it's too expensive to rent a hotel.
A feeling also felt a block away by the Hernandez family, which received boxes of masks.
My wife's been having headache for the last couple days, and it's just horrible right here. It's like a war zone.
Meanwhile, firefighters are working around the clock, 150 firefighters on shift trying to stop the burning.
This fire was on the roof on the solar panel.
is what we found. So like I mentioned, it's not a typical fire that we go to. This is something that we have to be creative.
The company that operates the warehouse says solar panels on top of the 500 square foot building started burning Wednesday, destroying the structural integrity and preventing an interior attack.
We've got aisles in stacks of racks that have food and pallets that go from the ground all the way up 50 to 60 feet up in the air, with 85 million pounds of food in that building.
Monday, they knocked down part of the wall and have been using the firefighting robot to go inside.
We removed portions of the exterior alongside the perimeter of that building to be able to lob thousands of gallons of water into that fire to be able to extinguish it.
But for those nearby, the air quality is dangerous. LAUSD moved summer programs from 4 schools to other areas, and 11 more schools are on indoor activities only. And hundreds of people showed up at a resource fair held by the county less than a mile from the fire.
We want residents in this community to receive help where they live, where they need it the most, right in their neighborhoods.
They collected food, masks, and purifiers, but emergency services only had a few hundred, not nearly enough for the hundreds of families living under a cloud of smoke.
It's going on too long already. They should have did this a long time ago.
Now, we are live right now in front of this warehouse. You can see just how large it is, and that's hard to see in some of that video, but we're talking about a warehouse that is 7, 8 stories high. You can see they are trying really hard to get some of that water on the side of the building. Out here in this community, we're sort of in an interesting part of town. So we're right where Boyle Heights, East LA, and Commerce meet, which is why we have so many different jurisdictions that are trying to help out this community. Because although the fire may be in the city of Los Angeles, a lot of the communities that are smelling this smoke are actually in unincorporated parts of Los Angeles County. That's why you have the supervisor's office involved. And of course, a lot of people just really concerned about so many residents that live in this 2-mile radius. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Joy, thanks so much. And we also want to mention that 2 Red Cross smoke relief centers are still open, one in Boyle Heights at the Pecan Recreation Center and the other at City Terrace Park. And if you have driven anywhere near Boyle Heights, then you can certainly see the smoke in the air.
Near or far, that's for sure. Next, weather meteorologist Alex Biston tracking the air quality for us right now. Alex?
Oh, and Amy and Juan, we have been talking about this pretty much all weekend, last few days. Air quality has been a big concern across Southern California, so I want to break down what exactly we are looking at right now and what we're talking about as we head through the next few hours. So we go to Boyle Heights, and you can see we're looking at some red dots surrounding those areas. We're seeing orange dots. So that's an indication for unhealthy for sensitive groups to unhealthy. When we see red, that means that we're looking at unhealthy air quality. So what's happening right now is winds are in an onshore pattern, and we are seeing that smoke being pushed all the way east to our foothill communities, up into some of the mountain, even desert communities, areas like Victorville as well. So that's what we're tracking for you over the next few hours. Once we go overnight tonight, those winds will subside, but we will continue to see that pattern as we go through the next few days, as those onshore winds will start to creep back up as we go into tomorrow afternoon. So that's kind of a look at the air quality, the wind specifically for the Boyle Heights community. We will have a closer look at your extended forecast. It includes warmer days. We've got a heat advisory going into effect. So all the details, we'll break it down for you coming up in just a few minutes. Amy and Juan, back to you.
All right, Alex, thanks so much.